Hello and welcome to a long-awaited book haul. I know I've been hinting at doing this on the channel for a while now because I got such a fun gift card for my birthday and I've been waiting for some releases to come out in the bookstore and they're finally all out, although I'm not committed to any particular books yet. So I am going to be looking around the bookstore today and let's see what I get with my birthday book money.
Text messages on repeat, start to lose all feeling. Where are the people for me? Text messages on repeat, start to lose all feeling. Where are the people for me?
Sebastian and I had a really great time in that Barnes & Nobles, and we actually found a ton of really good books this time. We did have a couple weird interactions with other people buying there, like not workers, and then of course the workers were definitely eyeing me when they saw the camera. I think they've gotten burned in the past because every single time I go to this Barnes & Nobles, they get really on edge when they see my camera out, but I always make sure that I don't cause problems and I'm not in the way. I think I did a pretty good job today. Like I said, I found a ton of good books that I was really excited about and even walked out with a bunch of books I was not expecting to get today. But before we jump into those, let's talk about the books I did not get. First is Wings of Night. Honestly, I feel like I'm either going to love or hate this book, so I didn't want to purchase it. I decided I just put a hold on it from the library. Next is Watch Me. I wanted this because I have the entire Shatter Me series, although they only had it in hardback, and I think if I did ever get this book, I would get it in a paperback. I also have been in line for this one at the library as well, so I do just kind of want to read it first and make sure that I actually love it. I have reasons to believe I might not, based off of my issues with how Shatter Me ended, so we'll see. And if you want to hear all about that, you should watch my Shatter Me vlog. Then there was A Study in Drowning. This is one where I think this will be perfect for like fall fun and spooky. However, I really just wanted to focus on getting books that I could read this summer. Not saying I'm putting a timeline that I have to read these before the end of the summer, but when I'm moving, I'm not going to be bringing a lot of my books with me to North Carolina. I definitely want to make sure that the books that I'm buying right now are books that I plan to read before I move in August. And then there was one more. The last one that I almost got but decided not to last second was The Night and the Moth. This one, I'll be so honest, it's just because of the cover of the book that I want this one so bad. It also was on a $5 off sale. I was convinced I was walking out of Barnes & Nobles with this book today. However, I did like last second decide it wasn't going to make the cut because I had a budget I wanted to stay under, and it was kind of between that book and one other one, and the other one won. Now, as for the books I did get, now this one, you may not have heard of it. I found this book before it was even available in a physical copy. I must say, this book has me in a chokehold. I'm probably going to reread it, even though I just read it for the first time. I was obsessed with it. Book 2 comes out in July, so I might reread it before then. But that is Fear the Flames by Olivia Rose Darling. I think this is one of the most unappreciated books right now. Honestly, one of the most original romantasy plots I've read in a while, and I've had a dragon itch that has not yet been scratched in a long while, and I've read a lot of dragon books to try to scratch that itch. This one was the first one to successfully do it. This is the dragon book to end all dragon books, okay? And yes, I think this was better than Fourth Wing. The next 3 books that I got are actually a part of a series. I only got the first 3 books in the series because I think the 4th one's coming out in September, so it's not out yet. But I got the This Woven Kingdom series, or the first 3 books in the series. I honestly just really loved this author's writing style when I read Shatter Me, and I've been hearing a lot of amazing things about these books from people whose opinions I really like and who I feel like we share a lot of book tastes. So I am really, really excited to pick this up. The second book in the series that I got was The Infinite Threads. And also, can we just appreciate how pretty these are? Then All This Twisted Glory is the 3rd book. I forget what the name of the 4th book is called, but it's this cool aquamarine color and it has a dragon on it. So I have a feeling there's also dragons in these books. And you know what? I'm excited about some dragon action. Now, these next 3 books are also the first 3 books in a series, and I must say, I really wanted to get like all 6 books that were currently available. I think book 7 is coming out soon and book 8 has been confirmed, but that series is The Bridge Kingdom. Also, another set of beautiful books. I also was definitely just drawn to the series by the covers first, but I read the back of this book and it sounds phenomenal, okay? It sounds like everything a fantasy girl would dream of, okay? I'll just say, there's a phrase at the beginning of the back of this book, and I was sold. It's a warrior princess trained in isolation. That's all I need to know. That alone is a trope that I very much love. So that is The Bridge Kingdom, and then book 2 in that series is The Traitor Queen, also another pretty shiny cover. And then The Inadequate Heir. And I am already trying to think of some of the reading challenges that I am going to do tackling these 2 series that I got today. So that being said, if there are any types of reading challenges that you are interested in seeing from me where I read This Woven Kingdom and The Bridge Kingdom, let me know. I'd be happy to read them in reading challenges. So I'm just gonna keep this vlog nice and short and make that it. Those are the books that I got today. So you should definitely check out some of the other reading challenges that I have done in the past, and subscribe if you are not already so you get notified whenever I post a brand new reading challenge or bookish video.